Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Scott from MuscularStrength.com, and today I'm going to be talking about the 3 golden rules on how to perform a lat pull down properly. The lat pull down is a great exercise that's going to target basically the entire back, mainly focusing on back width. And we're also going to be involving other muscles in the back, like your traps and your rhomboids, your rear delts, and we're also going to be activating your biceps to a degree as well. And just remember, for this video, we're doing the overhand grip version of the exercise. We'll cover the underhand grip in another video. Golden rule number 1 has to do with elbow positioning. You want to make sure that you're pulling the weight down properly so that you can not only maximize your pulling strength, but place your shoulders in a position where they're not compromised so you don't have to worry about shoulder impingement issues. So what happens with most people with this movement is they grab the weight and sit down, and while you are supposed to keep your chest up like this, what tends to happen is the weight comes down and the elbows go back. And that's not what you want to do. And you're actually not going to feel as much lat engagement as you would if you were to do it the correct way. And the correct way to perform this movement, guys, is keeping your elbows slightly in front of you like this, and then in line with your hips as you pull down. This is going to give you more pulling power, so more strength to pull more weight. And it's also, like I said, it's going to place your shoulders in a position to where they're not compromised, and you don't have to worry about shoulder impingement. Golden rule number 2 is that you guys always want to pull the weight down in front of your body and not behind your neck. Pulling the weight down behind your neck is unnecessary, and it can also be dangerous for your shoulder joint as well as your cervical spine. So this is what proper form is supposed to look like, pulling down in front like this. What you guys don't want to do is pull like this behind your head. What's going to end up happening is, number 1, you won't be able to lift as much weight to overload your lats as much as possible. And number 2, we just talked about how in order to maximize engagement, you want those elbows in line with your hips to really feel that stretching and tearing in your lats. If you're pulling your head forward like that and pulling the bar down behind your head, your elbows are once again pulling backwards. Almost the same position as if they were right here, which is not optimal for back growth. So don't do it. Just do it the regular way. And now for the final golden rule, but before we get started with that, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on video notifications so you never miss a new video upload from me. All right, so the third and final golden rule, guys, is you want to pull down the weight using as little of your biceps as possible and try to keep as much of that focus in your lats. And now if you're a beginner, this is a concept that might seem kind of weird to you because you don't quite have that mind-muscle connection developed yet. But there are some tricks that you can apply to the movement to help develop that mind-muscle connection. And for those of you who already have it established pretty well, these tips will help you make it even stronger. So what I want you guys to do is the next time you do a lat pull down, instead of gripping the bar with your thumb underneath like that, I want you to put it on top. Now, it might not seem like a big deal, but what happens mentally is that once you let go with your thumb and place it on top of the bar, you start to kind of visualize your hands more as just hooks that are in place to help you pull the weight down versus gripping and pulling as hard as you can with your hand. So step 1, I want you guys to hook the bar. Once you do that, you're going to sit down in place, and then from here, I want you to visualize pulling the weight down with your elbows. And if you're able to do that, you'll quickly start to see a difference in how your back is engaged. And if you don't believe me, what I want you to do is do a regular set, squeezing the bar as hard as you can with your thumb under the bar like this. Pull down, and you'll feel it more in your biceps. Bring those thumbs on top. Focus on pulling down with your elbows, and you'll feel it more in your back. And I have one more final tip for you guys before I let you go. When you start lifting really heavy weight to the point to where the weight stack weighs more than you, here's something you can do to help you get into place without having to look like a crazy person jumping around trying to pull this weight down. What you want to do is set up this pad so that it's low enough so that it holds you in place when you're down, but it's high enough so that you can grip this bar and then sag your body and then get your knees right under the pad like this. And try to get your toes under your knees so that once you're in place, you can push off your toes to create a lot of force here to hold your lower body down. And then what you can do is utilize that pressure to push yourself into position without having to pull the weight down just yet. So it's a really simple trick, but man, it comes in handy. Just sag yourself as much as possible, push your knees underneath, and then you can kind of slide in and start your set. There you guys have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it helped you, please leave a comment down in that comment section below. And as always, guys, more good stuff coming soon. See ya.